Hello everybody, SirMonkeySuit here, back with more Parasyte, and we're on episode 7. So, in the last episode, Miggy was essentially forced to fuse with Shinichi, essentially up into his heart, essentially. So now he's a bigger part of Shinichi, and of course with that, he now actually has a definitive weakness, essentially, which is that he has to sleep for 4 hours a day, and he can't sense anything while he's actually in that sleep. So while he's in that state, he can't sense anything, which before he could have done. So that is a bit of a problem. However, I feel like it goes the other way. It hasn't really been mentioned, but I feel like because Shinichi has, like, while Miggy has sort of like the weaknesses of Shinichi, Shinichi will have the strengths of Miggy, I think. So I think it's all about, well, I mean, we know that because at the end of last episode, we had Shinichi, like, do insane superhuman things that normal people shouldn't be able to do. So I think it goes the other way as well. I think more of the sort of sensing things might take a bit of time for, like, Shinichi to get used to. But I think over time, like, you'll be able to figure it out, be able to sense and stuff. And then that way they can sort of, like, while one is awake, the other is asleep kind of thing, and sort of, therefore they'll be a lot more safer. Of course, you know, his Shinichi's mother died, which fucking of course. But yeah, and then the one that killed her obviously took her over, like took on like her persona, her body, and whatnot. So now that is, I guess, what, you know, Shinichi's gonna have to take out that parasite at some point. That looks like his mother. His dad is alive though, so that's something good. But I mean, the question is, like, can he keep his dad alive? Like, you know, I'm not sure if the one who is the parasite who's imitating the mother, if that parasite is specifically after the dad as well. I feel like maybe not, because otherwise I feel like he would have just straight up killed the dad while he was there. But yeah. So obviously the big thing here is that Shinichi and Miggy are now, like, a bigger part of each other. So, you know, they're getting traits from each other and stuff. I think the last thing we saw was Shinichi actually running after somebody that he thought was his mother. Now, what I remember, because this was before I went on holiday, so it is a bit vague, but I think I can remember, like, it not looking like his mother at all. It actually looked like a man, so I don't know what he's looking at, but I think that was the last thing we saw, right? Because he jumped up, like, a real fucking, like, real high. He was sprinting along this fucking... It was near a beach, I think. And yeah. So I guess that's what we'll be seeing next in episode 7. So I don't think there's anything else to really talk about, so we're just going to get straight into it. Let's go. So yeah, episode 7. So in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, it's a man. I knew it was a man. Don't look nothing like her. He did sense something though, right? Can he sense that that is a parasite or not? I mean, he doesn't look at it. He looks shook. Oh, he's another one. He's another one that has just... What? And he's got one where? How does that... How did it mature there but not the brain? How? Oh my god. Okay. It's interesting that even though Miggy is like a part of, like a bigger part of Shinichi, he still sort of like comes off in the hand, you know? It's got pure windswept hair there as well. I wonder how long this like takes place. Or is he gonna? Was he gonna kill himself? It's nice to see another one, like another person that yeah, that's the fucking parasite there. It's nice to see another person that I don't. How has he managed that though? I know like Miggy couldn't reach because he used like the F1 jack. So how the hell did he avoid? Did he strangle himself maybe? Or drowned? Huh. Maybe the water stopped it from... Mm-hmm. Is it the water? Because obviously when you don't have the... Just using it to survive. Yeah, so that's what you had to do. His fucking chin. Nice. Oh my god. Oh, it's gonna be annoying. At least with Shinichi, you can talk whenever, but... Oh yeah, hospital, right. You just call him Parasyte. This guy. Oh, sweet. Oh, yeah, I didn't even think he's got like a... Crying again. It's like the first... He's got like a real like ally here. Yeah, man. You probably don't want to be doing that. You'd be getting attention, right? So you can have what? So you can talk. Interesting. Okay. The heart. Yeah. Huh. Hmm. Hmm. You can't. So I think the question is he even human anymore, you know? Sensor. It's an interesting thing to say, isn't it? Or ask. She can tell as well. I don't know. It's yeah, okay. Oh god. Yeah, she will, yeah. He's got to run after him. Gotta meet up, gotta meet up. That is her, right? It is? I think it is. I can't remember what she was wearing, but... Look at him just outrunning cars and shit. Meow. Just one. Right. So they'll notice the next one soon. Is he not a good... Is that one not... Ah, no, that's such bad timing. Oh, that is the worst timing. Oh, now he's gonna have to fight it, any. Huh. So even though he okay. Yeah, it is a. So can Parasyte not? Cause is he not like a decent weapon as well? Because I know Miggy's good, but that's gotta be so fucking. So he's only go for the head, maybe? Oh my god, it's like what happened before, back into the fucking ocean, innit? Shit. Shit. I love the fucking music in this show. He hasn't got Miggy to... Oh shit. The problem is he's only human, so well, I guess he's got a bit of, so he has got a bit of speed, but over the edge. Oh shit, he's got the fucking. It's like fucking Spider-Man. Question is, how is he gonna save? Could he save Uda or what? Nice. Cut off like a tentacle. Oh, the burn hand, man. No! Don't hesitate, man. Don't hesitate. Fuck's sake, man. Wait. Was that Uda that did that? It was Parasyte, wasn't it? Yeah. Maybe he merged with his heart now. He can do that? He can do that? Poor lass. Well, the last thought she ever had was of Shinichi, right? Knackered. Oh, he changed his hair. What? He just changed his hair. All right. Okay. Right. Episode 7. All right. Well, he's changed his hair to what like saw in like the opening anyway, towards like the very end of the opening. It's more like slicked back kind of style. And his personality is different as well. Like he looks more, so I don't know. He feels more, maybe mature, a bit more laid back. Not so like, you know, like jumpy school kid. Like, oh no, girls are talking to me and shit like that. You know what I mean? So he's definitely like changed, and I think that's probably come with a lot of like being, kind of fusing with Miggy a lot more, so there's that. So yeah, we had another human with a Parasyte that had ended up in sort of like his throat, And I was wondering, like, the first time I saw it, it's like, wait a minute, that's where he is? That's where he matured there? It's like, well, what's stopping him from just going to the brain then? Obviously, it was the fact that the guy was drowning. And the only way to basically, to save himself and, of course, the host would have been to just mature there. And then, you know what I mean, just make, like, essentially, like, a massive fucking, like, a massive straw, essentially. from his mouth all the way up to the surface, which I found funny. But I mean, I'd rather have my right hand done than have this bit, yeah, because that would be so irritating. But yeah, Uda is his name. It's like an actual ally, but I don't know if they're ever really going to meet up again. Which is sort of a bit of a shame, because I'm thinking, like, well, it would be nice to actually have an ally and not have, like. Because at the end of the day, Shinichi's got nobody. You know what I mean? Like, you can't trust. Like, obviously, you can't. Like, humans aren't going to be able to help him. Straight up humans, and you can't trust straight up parasites that have, like, you know what I mean. So Uda was like the one person that he could actually rely on, like to like have like an actual ally. And I don't know if they're ever going to meet up again or like have that kind of you know what I mean, have that kind of relationship anyway. But yeah, essentially, Parasyte was able to move the position of his organs. How has he managed that then? The only thing I can think of was that Miggy said that what had probably happened is he took over, like, the neck and upper chest area, so therefore everything in there could be moved around, I guess. Whereas, like, Miggy, if he was only in the right hand, like, he couldn't move organs around and shit like that. But Parasyte was able to. I guess that's what it is. Yeah, so we'll see. Miggy said that he can split, like, well, obviously he can split in as many sort of parts as he wants, but they each kind of diminish, both, like, obviously in size and in intelligence and stuff like that. Basically, he was telling Shinichi that, you know, when he merged and fused with his heart, you know, he give them... Essentially, the main sort of entity of Miggy can give the littler ones, like, directives. So, essentially, like, what I was saying about, like, there being, like, a higher up that are sending down these parasites and whatnot is sort of giving them directives to, like, like, the main directive is go for the brain, right? So, Miggy can give more of him, sort of... like, directives, littler and littler, you know what I mean? Until, like, they're basically at a point where they just have no intelligence whatsoever. What I'm wondering then, if this is the case, because it seems to be this whole thing about directives and stuff, right? If we're going with the theory that there is something out there, an alien sort of whatever the species, right, that was possibly once just a parasite like Miggy was, if he's taken over like something like incredibly huge, and all of these little like green sort of egg ball things that these parasites come out of are just that one parasite that he's taken over, whatever, is just detached little bits of himself. So every single parasite is like the same part of the same, you know, thing. And that's what that is. So basically you can account, like, let's say it's hard to describe. Miggy, let's say Miggy, right? You liken Miggy to this whatever the higher up fucking like alien thing is, whatever it is, right? And then he detaches like all of these little particles, right, that are like sort of like flowing throughout Shinichi's body that have like basically like next to no intelligence, but they're just roaming around anyway. Those little things that are roaming around Shinichi's body that have like next to no intelligence could be equated to each parasite that are in the green balls that Miggy once was. That's what I'm kind of thinking. If he can just keep on detaching them to the point where there's like they're so little but they have nothing, no intelligence whatsoever, like you know, it's, I don't know, again, I guess it's all a question of size or whatever, but could, like, I don't know, could it get to the point where you've got, like, a little mini fucking, a tiny, tiny fucking Parasyte, whatever the fuck, that Miggy detached could be, like, I don't know, to take over one of Shinichi's cells and be its own Parasyte in there. So yeah, what I'm saying is like, if this is a higher up thing where they're dropping in, like, just dropping in pieces of that, like, of himself or itself into the world to take over, like, the humans and whatnot, then that would be interesting. I don't know how it would really do it, because it's sort of like when Miggy splits off, he is still himself and he can control each individual bit of himself, right? But he can't control the little diddy ones that are traveling through Shinichi's body now, because they were just given one directive of what was it, like, I can't remember what he said. Go, like, where the nearest blood flow is or something, was it? So if you think that if we say that, like, the top dog, whatever the fuck it is, the big alien thing or whatever that's dropping these things down, if that is the case, maybe then these little Parasyte, little green egg balls are so small compared to him that he can't control them. So now they're just following one directive, which is go for the brain. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain, it really is, but I hope you're kind of with me and you kind of get what I'm saying, because in my mind it makes sense. Miggy can't control those little fuckers that are traveling through Shinichi's thing, like round and next to his heart and stuff. That's where the blood flow is going. So I think that's probably the way. Yeah, I think that's right. I think I'm right in saying that. Anyway, yeah. So Miggy himself, as in, like, Miggy that comes out of Shinichi's hand and whatnot, accounts for about 70% of himself. The other 30% he can't control. It's just moving in and out of Shinichi's body, anywhere and everywhere. But I find it interesting the fact that, like, when Miggy's asleep, he can still give Shinichi, like, a weapon. Like, he can still, like, sort of forge himself into the weapon and then, I guess, keep himself in that state and just go to sleep in that state. So at least that's something. And of course, with Shinichi being a human and being, like, taken on a lot of, like, Miggy's sort of traits, he's actually able to, you know, see faster or see at a slow, like, you know, it's not. He's basically on par with all of the other Parasytes, and that's just him by himself. Of course, like, one of the other episodes, like episode 4, whatever, when he was fighting Asan, he like, Miggy said, you know, yeah, if it was 1-on-1, maybe, but it's not. It's 2-on-1, because you've got Shinichi there now. That's even more the case now, because now Shinichi is not, like, he's at a point where, you know, he doesn't need to be defended, really. It helps if he can, but he doesn't really need to, because he can evade whatever's being thrown at him right now. So that's cool. So we'll see where we'll go from here. I don't think there's anything else to really talk about, but we're just going to get into episode 8 now. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. If you are watching this on YouTube, when it eventually is being aired to the public, this series was being aired like 2 months ago on Patreon as a exclusive show. So if you go over to my Patreon, the link is in the description, and go to the $15 a month, there is the tier is called exclusive, and there will be, like, another show that I'm doing specifically for those patrons, and, like, all OVAs as well. So anything that has an OVAs will be put over there on exclusive, and, like, an exclusive show as well. So obviously Parasyte was done over there, and whatever is next will be airing over there right now. So if you're interested, go have a look, see what is being see what show that I am doing over there on exclusive. You might like it, you might not, you know what I mean? So just go have a look, you'll see. But yeah, that is all. So thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.